in Burma.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then, but we couldn't come to America directly because I have to wait for my sister to become a citizen and then she can sponsor us. So
you were just relying
on my sister or my brother. Okay, so but then again in Burma I couldn't live in Burma anymore because it was so bad. So foreigner. So a lot of I did not have a lot of rights. So I wasn't considered citizen. I was always considered a foreigner. So I couldn't go to a lot of places. Yeah, but mainly it's no future for me. So Burma, I was a rich girl. Yeah, my mom had a big factory. That's why Chinese are very successful. So most of the business are run by Chinese. So that's how Burmese people get get jealous, or what would you call it? Because most of the successful business were run by Chinese. So they feel like you guys are foreigner, but you know, we are poor and you guys are rich. But what they didn't know is Chinese people work hard, right? So anyway, yeah, I'm glad I left because even though I have all the money, I wouldn't want to raise my kids there.
Because you're living in fear.
Right, you live in the fear. You don't know what's going to happen. The rules going to change. So there one time they even there are riots. If they see Chinese, they will kill or they rob you, anything. But the way they look at it, if you're skin, you have your Chinese are pale skin, right? Burmese are dark. So somebody with a pale, lighter skin, and then that's a Chinese, and they would just kill you
on the street.
On the street, but there are like almost 2 weeks riots. Like Burmese people will come in, and if they see Chinese house, they will burn the house. And I remember I was young, so at that time we had to hide in the on the roof because they could come to your house, so we hide on the top of the roof. We stay there. We couldn't get down. About 2 weeks. Well, the roof, but what we do, we have a neighbor there, a good Burmese neighbor. So what they do, these people, riot people, when they on the street, we quickly call our friends, Burmese friends, come over to my house and pretend that's your house. So when they knock the door, they say, "Oh, we are Burma, we are Burmese." So they just like leave you alone. They just like, whose house, who live there? That it's the Chinese, and then they will just, if the Chinese house, then they would kill it. They would pull the people, and there are all kinds of bad. Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Wow. And how often did that happen?
As far as I knew, when I was there, just one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very bad. She was born in China, and World War II, my dad was in army, so in army he fought for Shankar Sheikh. If he stayed there, he would have killed by the communists. Mm-hmm. So they escaped to Burma. You'll have to see my face again. Burma, I left when I was 1976. I left when I was 16, and I went to Taipei. And Taipei was kind of like a temporary. I stayed there about 7 years, so 1982. It's time to make a choice. Oh, because Taiwan was kind of like a temporary, because we were not going to make Taiwan to our home. Mm-hmm. Even though we're Chinese, we feel like they're mainland China. There's a threat always. There's going to be a war. There's no secure. So okay. Because America is a safe country, and my parents thought it's a good place to raise next generation. Here, and I stayed with my sister because she came like 5 years before me. So she has a house, and I stay with her. Actually, we came with the whole family. Like my sister came with my her husband first, right? And then I came with my mom and my dad. So 5 of us, my 2 brothers, 3 brothers and myself. It was very different. I felt very lonely because I guess because I came from Taipei. You know, Taipei has a lot of people and city, but I came to here and I live in mountain views. So basically I couldn't see a lot of people. So the first week I came here, we immediately looked for newspapers and make phone calls. Even though I didn't speak English, my sister make a phone call for me, and we're trying to find some Chinese company. At least I speak Chinese. Language is the most challenging because, yeah, if I go to grocery store, I mean, I can buy stuff, right? And I will pay at the cashier, but I was hoping, you know, this lady will not ask me, or all I want to know, you know, she will scan and will show up like, you know, $10 or $17. I would just pay her money. I was hoping that she didn't say anything because I wouldn't know what to answer, or, you know, stuff like that. Around 25 years ago, yeah. And then she got up, and one day, like, you know, her garage where, you know, people wrote letter like, you know, Chinese goose or whatever, and she painted it, and 2 weeks later it came back again, like, you know, said a lot of racial stuff on her garage. So things like that. Okay, I wish I could call myself Burmese, okay, because in Burmese people are very, very friendly. I mean, this is a Buddhist country, is that they're very friendly, but the bad thing is the government, they're very corrupted, you know, the laws are very corrupted. So even though I would like to call myself as a Burmese, I mean, officially law, I'm Chinese still. They consider me as a foreigner, so I never feel like you know, it was my home.
You never felt you belonged?
Yeah. Okay, one thing I want to say is, I'm not saying that, you know, I came from very bad, but I went through a lot. But when I look at my next generations, and a lot of time I wish my kids, I don't want them to go through what I went through, but I want them to understand how lucky they are. You know, they were born here, and a lot of time I wish. That's it?
That's good.
Okay.
Okay. We're good. Bye.
Just set them up.